this one is superior view. When we remove the frontal plate of the orbital plate of the frontal bone, we can identify the structure inside this orbit. This is eye ball, and this one is optic nerve. And here I am drawing superior orbital fissure. And this one is ophthalmic nerve. Ophthalmic nerve, it is a branch of trigeminal nerve, fifth cranial nerve, and it divided three branches before it entered into this superior orbital fissure into the orbit. So it divided into three branches. Most laterally, this one is lacrimal nerve. And here I am drawing, this one is frontal nerve. And divide into these two branches. So this is our lacrimal nerve, second branch. This one is frontal nerve, which divides into the two branches. Here is the supratrochlear, and this one is supraorbital. Two branches of frontal nerve. The third one is called the nasociliary. So this one is nasociliary nerve. So ophthalmic nerve divided into the frontal nerve. This one is frontal nerve, most laterally lacrimal nerve, and most medially this one is nasociliary nerve. First we will discuss the lacrimal nerve, which run over this lateral lactus muscle and gives branches to the lacrimal gland. This one is lacrimal gland, and we supply the lacrimal gland, sensory supply to this lacrimal gland. That gives a communicating branch. This one is communicating branch. Which communicate with this zygomatic nerve, and this communicating branch brings the fibers from this pterygopalatine ganglion, postganglionic parasympathetic secretomotor fibers, and supply this lacrimal gland. And it supplies the lacrimal gland. This one is lacrimal gland. So this one is our lacrimal nerve, and also supply this conjunctiva and the eyelid on the lateral side of this upper and lower eyelid. This is frontal nerve, which crosses to optic nerve. Above the levator palpebris superioris muscle, divide into this supratrochlear and supraorbital nerve. Supratrochlear nerve is supply the skin of the forehead on the medial side, and also supply this conjunctiva and eyelid. And supraorbital nerve, which passes above this supraorbital margin along with this same vessels, and it supplies the skin up the forehead and the scalp up to the lambdoid suture. It supplies the skin of the scalp up to the lambdoid suture. Supratrochlear nerve. So supraorbital nerve. So this one is supratrochlear and this one is supraorbital. Both are the branches of frontal nerve, of ophthalmic division of the trigeminal nerve. And the third one is nasociliary nerve. It is continuous as a anterior ethmoidal nerve. So this one is anterior ethmoidal nerve. It gives the communicating branch. To the ciliary ganglion. This one is ciliary ganglion, and from the ciliary ganglion, a short ciliary node. This one is short ciliary node. Okay. So nasociliary node which gives the communicating branch which communicate with this ciliary ganglion, and without relating to the ciliary ganglion, it passes through the short ciliary node and it brings different type of sensation from the eyeball, particularly iris, cornea, and ciliary body. So nasociliary node which gives out of this 3 root of the ciliary ganglion, this one is sensory root of the ciliary ganglion. So this one is communicating branch. Then it gives a posterior ethmoidal node. Here I am drawing it. This one is posterior ethmoidal node. This supply the ethmoidal air sinuses and sphenoidal air sinuses. Number of long ciliary nodes. These are the long ciliary branch. Long ciliary node. Long ciliary node. A branch of the nasociliary node which pierces the sclera at the side of this optic node and which bring the different type of sensation from the eyeball. This one is the long ciliary node, a branch of the nasociliary node. So a communicating branch, then the long ciliary node, posterior ethmoidal node, and continuous anterior ethmoidal node. Here it gives another branch which runs below this trochlea. So it is called the infratrochlear node. This one is infratrochlear node. Infratrochlear node. Infratrochlear node. This anterior node passes through this anterior foramen and enter into this anterior cranial fossa. Then it divide anterior cranial fossa. Then enter into this nasal cavity at the side of this crista galli and divide into the medial and lateral branches and supply the anterior part of the lateral wall of the nose and the anterior part of the nasal septum. Then left as the external nasal node. So this one is external nasal node. This supply this ala and the side of the nose, external nasal node. So these are the branches of